Today's video is a bit of an interesting one. Obviously, if you read the title, you saw exactly what I'm talking about, but going out on the lake today, and it is very cold, and I don't think I've been in this cold of water ever, so that's going to be interesting. But I couldn't pass up the opportunity to give this a go. And it's sunny in the Seattle area in November, so it's kind of cool. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, but I am definitely nervous about how cold the water is. All right, so it is in fact November 30th. It's November 30th, and hey Siri, what's the current temperature?
It's 35 degrees outside.
35 degrees. Oh, and yes, I do have the British male voice for Siri. I love it. It reminds me of Jarvis. So yeah, if you didn't know, you can change the voices. But 35 degrees, and don't know what the water temperature is, but look at this. We've got frost on the ground, frost on the car. It's cold. It's normally like lows in the 40s, maybe highs around 50-ish, low 50s this time of year, but it's been exceptionally cold. It's also been really sunny, so it's been lows in the 20s and highs around 40. Today is actually the warmest day in the last week. It's supposed to be mid 40s, so this is gonna be fun. But some of the people from Lynnwood Motorsport in Lynnwood, Washington wanted to take out one of the new Centrurion boats, so they got it ready. We're headed to Lake Washington, and I'm gonna meet them over there. All right. All right, we made it. Driving over the bridge, the water was actually crystal clear, and as you might expect, there were no boats out. So the only people out right now are fishers, and no one's really surfing or wakeboarding. But just a few minutes, there will be a crew of us out there. So they actually broke out a new boat from the dealership, so a new Centurion. So I'm actually really excited to check that out. Those boats are always amazing and have the most incredible wake. So that'll be fun in the least. But let's get to the boat and meet everyone. fun day with the dudes. That boat makes a pretty sweet wave, as you probably saw. There's all sorts of shapes and sizes of wave that we were riding, some long, some steep, which is pretty cool. But that was a fun day. It actually was not as cold as I thought it would be. Having the booties was definitely key. So we're gonna load this thing up, get out of here. I'd say that my feet are a little cold now that I was sitting outside the water for so long, but just came packed with all the layers and everything worked out pretty well. And that's a wrap for today. Super nice when you go out with a bunch of guys from the dealership, because there's plenty of hands to make the cleanup really fast, and they don't need a whole lot to be done. So pulled up, got the boat out of the water, and heading home. Back inside the truck where the heat's on and the seat warmers are on and the steering wheel is heated and getting all nice and warm. Definitely got a little cold the longer that we were out there, and just kind of being in the wind and everything, but packed the layers, had my down jacket. Just wish I had some warmer socks and I would have been fine. But all in all, it actually worked out really well. The water temperature in the lake was in the upper 40s, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what it was once we got out towards the middle, but as we were heading out, we noticed it was about 48 degrees. So that actually isn't too bad for it only being about 40 in the outside temperature. But a couple of them talked about having a 100-degree rule, where the combined outside temperature and water temperature should add up to 100, and that's kind of the minimum, and we were a bit under that minimum. So I think we were somewhere in the low 90s or somewhere around 90 combined, but it worked out. Everyone got in, had fun, was able to take a few runs. My first 2 runs, it actually felt a little bit cold when I took a couple hard hits on the water, and the cold water on my face was a little shocking. But after 2 runs, I actually warmed up and was enjoying it quite a bit. Only my hands were a little cold, but they weren't really in the water all that much. So it was pretty enjoyable, and it was a sunny day in Seattle, so it's beautiful. Hardly anyone was out on the lake, which is just such rare conditions. Sunshine, empty lake, glassy water. I'll deal with the cold water to get those kind of conditions. So that's a wrap for today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you had fun. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.